Hi everyone, we're going to take a look at the I can statement. I can plot rational numbers on a number line. And we're going to try and plot, we are going to plot 2/3, -1 4/5, and 6/10. Okay? So we're going to start with this 2/3 and we're going to take a look at this first number line. 2/3 is between 0 and 1. So I know that it's going to fit in between here and here. I look at the denominator to understand what I need to divide, how many sections to divide. Now this is kind of weird, but it's 3 sections needed, so that means I'm going to do 2 lines. So if you look up here, I'm going to use 2 lines in between to split it into 3 equal sections. And then my numerator tells me how many of those sections I need. So from 0, I'm going to go over 1/3, 2/3. So right there represents 2/3. Now I'm going to take a look at -1 4/5. And since I have another number line, I'm just going to go ahead and plot it down there. -1 4/5 is going to be on the negative side of my number line, side of 0. So I'm going to, I know that it's going to be between -1 and -2. And that's confusing for some people, but remember we are moving out farther, -1, -2, -3, -4. So -1 4/5, I'm going to do the same thing. Look at my denominator to understand it needs to be 5 sections. So I actually use 1 less than that, 4 lines to divvy it up into 5 sections. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm trying to make them as equal as possible. Obviously I didn't measure with a ruler, so they're not perfect, but they do look pretty good there. So I went out -1, and now I'm going to go out 4/5 more. So -1 1/5, -1 2/5, -1 3/5, -1 4/5 would be right there. -1 4/5. All right, now on the last number line, I'm going to take a look at 0.6, which is 6/10 if you think about the academic way of saying this number. And so I know that that's between 0 and 1. It is a positive number, so I'm going to be on the positive side of 0. And 6/10, I'm actually going to have to split this up into tens in order to get to 6/10. So that would be 9 lines that I need. I'm actually going to split it up in half. Oops, there it goes. Split it up in half and get 5 on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4. That split that up into 5 sections, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. So that looks pretty bad, but you can see that there are 10 equal sections. So now I'm going to count over. That would be 1/10, 2/10, 3/10, 4/10, 5/10. Right here would represent 6/10. And there you have it. We just plotted rational numbers on a number line.